global organization for divinity, especially in United States, has been doing yeoman service to the children and the youth also at large by conducting classes called Gopakudiram classes. And the beauty with Gopakudiram, as I could see coming from Bharat or India, is it's very unique in the sense that the bhakti aspect of it is always emphasized. Generally, when we try to say Sanatana Dharma, people are tempted to teach only the symbolism and the philosophy behind it. Personally, being in whatever spiritual life I am in for the past about 3 or 4 decades, I understood one thing: without the element of devotion, philosophy or symbolism makes no sense at all to me as a person or to us as a society of Hindus. So the most important aspect for a child's growth is devotion. Developing love towards Bhagavan in whatever form which we worship at home, with whatever tradition we may have at home. And I am very happy to note that our Gopakudiram, especially the classes given for our young children, emphasize on bhakti element. And one more thing I also noticed this in schools, in any school, whether India or America, doesn't matter. Children are taught how to speak, how to communicate and all that, but then they are not taught how to listen. But believe me, real success in personal life and success in either family life or social life in future depends on how good we can listen to each other. And I am very happy again that our teachers out here, the Ashta Lakshmis who came and stood on the stage out there, Ashta Vidya Lakshmis, you see, who actually are imparting Vidya to our children, also are inculcating something very important, which is they are learning to listen, you see. And generally we find the onslaught of social media is reducing the power of attention amongst all of us. I blame our youngsters. Our attention span has become very less, we have become a little impatient. And our ability to attend to things with our deep work or deep focus has also been degraded considerably over time. I am happy to see there is a lovely oasis called Gopakudiram in spite of the dreary desert sand of inattention, which is actually helping us to get back our attention by listening to stories. And that is the great service our Gopakudiram and their wonderful selfless group of teachers and coordinators are doing in Virginia. You may know that anywhere in the world, Virginia has the highest attendance of Gopakudiram. Virginia for always turning in students who are like the highest number in any given city. And believe it or not, there are 2 or 3 students from France trying to actually attend the classes through Zoom, because the parents in that village in France was very much searching for a right place to give what we call as Bharatiya Sanskriti or Sanatana Dharma's values to their children. And somehow Virginia Gopakudiram caught their attention and they said, we were desperate for so many months, we are happy you are serving classes. So remember the fortune of having teachers. They are mothers, they are professionals, they are family people, they have to attend to their duties also. Yet they decided not only my child but also children of my neighborhood needs to be educated in the golden values of our Sanatana Dharma and our Dharma, and their sacrifice or tyagam is of course rewarded by, when you ask them, they say it's hardly a sacrifice, we are so much enjoying, but that does not in any way reduce the amount of sacrifice they have done to educate our children in Sanatana Dharma values. And so once more my humble pranams to this wonderful set of people giving that, and my pranams to all the parents. You see, Tukaram Maharaj, a great Vaishnavite saint of Pandharpur, once said that I prostrate to all the parents who have given birth to Bhagavatas or devoted children. And he says, my pranams are to the mother and father of children who are chanting the divine name. So my pranams to all the wonderful parents who have decided in the midst of their gymnastics, taekwondo, kumon, abacus, whatnot, you also realize that a little bit of Sanatana Dharma education is important to your children. It is by no means a trivial decision you have taken. So my real heartfelt pranams to you for allowing our children to get the learning of Sanatana Dharma. And today's event was very memorable. I will tell it in Tamil. In may be a little disconcerting to non-Tamils, but I will translate it also. When I come to such programs, எனக்கு கை தட்டணும் போல தோணாது, கை கூப்பணும் போல தான் இருக்கும். You see, when I come to such programs, I don't feel like clapping my hands playfully, but clasping my hands prayerfully, looking at these wonderful children chanting these slokas, reminding me of my own childhood. I was also blessed to have such classes going on, and they taught me Lingashtakam long back, Mayyanaswara Mardini sloka long back. I lost touch with these two slokas, but when these children were teaching, I remembered almost 80% of it. In spite of 2 or 3 decades or 3 decades or 4 decades passing by, that is the samskara those teachers have instilled in me, and that's what they are going to realize one day when they become as old or as young as me. And when they see other children chanting Lingashtakam, even if they don't chant day in and day out, that day they will feel, I am happy that some samskaras or some latent impressions of Sanatana Dharma has been instilled in me by my parents and by my teachers. You see? And let me tell you the importance of slokas. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have been instilled with an idea that if